Alright, what's up, yins, guys? I had to retake this video again. I hate when I have to do that. Just had your coffee and kind of slip up with your words a little bit. Another thing, I'm not going to go on and on too much about this, but there's a thing where a particular subject matter, some people were better speakers right then and there. But a lot of us, like, say, me, or maybe even some of you guys, for example, if you were to fuck up and take too long of pauses before what you're saying, usually you might as well go right. I'm going ahead and admit this. Like, usually you're beyond words. Not so much as beyond words. You ever have so much shit you want to say that you take a pause. I say, wait a minute. Which thing should I say first? And then you can really rattle on about something. But let's start out by saying that this shit with the Britney Spears thing, I think that's just girly music. I don't hate her, and I'm not like one of them people that are into the music and music isn't bad. It's just stuff that a lot of us didn't listen to. It's just girly music. But her situation there, a grown woman having the parents have control over everything because a court made a court order and shit. Oh, and by the way, that YouTuber Sticks Hexenhammer, uh, I look at his videos like he knows his politics better. I'd say please refer to him. I don't usually call out YouTubers for any attention for myself, no way. But in a situation like this, I would recommend you look at his videos because his stuff. But I'm just doing my take on it that this fucking shit shouldn't be happening in the United States, land of the free. And I think it actually opens up a new kind of precedent that they can have people with less financial means, you know what I mean? Maybe better paying job, or for every fucking reason to have control of somebody else's money, or it sends a message that they can get anybody can get somebody 302'd for control purposes without no proof, just because somebody has control of a court. And then it kind of dovetails into all these other videos, both the black YouTubers and white YouTubers, the ones that criticize the celebrities, and you have the black YouTubers that I looked at, that all these rap groups and people, some are more religious and say that Hollywood is controlled, which I'm a firm believer that when you got that celebrity status and they own you, in this situation where it's almost like it's some fucked up contract that not to contradict anything any other YouTubers say, and I'm actually agreeing with them. I'm adding to it that stuff that everybody calls you a conspiracy theorist. When you got all these millions of dollars, people own you. They can really tell you what to think and what to say. Some celebrities are on board right away and glad to uh, endorse damn near anything. But if you were to go on your own, think on your own, they can take all your money off of you. This situation where the parents have the control, it's literally when she's a grown woman. Oh, and uh, if you actually were looking at this video this long, what gets me is there were celebrities that did way crazier shit. I mean, she had her troubles, right? But there are people that had way crazier shit and nobody took control of their fucking money. They're, grown people, right? And you don't see their parents had any control of their fucking money and courts having control of it like forever and ever. There should be human rights groups and fucking attorney generals and even the fucking president and certain press groups and everything, even from the Future of Freedom, uh, what do you call that? The Future Freedom Foundation. There should be people all over this shit. Uh, that how can anybody just get away with that? That's fucking creepy. And unlike other celebrities, like I said, this one is unique in its own way. Well, I'm looking talking parentheses in not to get off the subject, but to talk in parentheses. There were celebrities that actually, you want to look at like Corey Feldman and different kind of celebrities. off the top of my head from memory, I think there were one or two. I think him that the parent had control of the money, and I think it was Corey Feldman, was it? That he actually won his emancipation when he was under 18, didn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong. There was, yeah, there were some. I'm saying this memory vaguely. I got to go back and look, but there were celebrities who underage won their emancipation in court, even though they had a little bit of a drug problem, had some kind of problems. So yeah, I'm saying that's fucked up that somebody can have. This should not even be a YouTube subject or any kind of subject. You know what I mean? Because that shit shouldn't have even been fucking allowed to go on at all. You know what I mean? But it gets your not to contradict other YouTubers stuff or have anybody go on my thing and my thing in the comments and say, oh, these articles say this or that, and try to contradict anything I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going through several articles, a lot of articles. Some some of them were saying too that she's not even allowed to refuse to do any work or concerts either. It seems to me like in one particular article I was reading, she was saying she's forced to do this or that. You're literally, other words, she can't really. I'm taking it that she can't even really say, "I want control of my shit right now," or "I ain't doing any more concerts or nothing like that." Seems like the parents have control of anything and not even allowed to fucking refuse or. Well, you can take a thing too where if somebody did lash out some kind of way, it can be like a concept of, say you put a scorpion in a container this big and start poking at the scorpion, then you're gonna damn blame the scorpion and call the scorpion crazy. Uh, but, uh, but my thing is, why I want to emphasize, there were celebrities you can look up and you've heard of that uh, way more crazier shit. You don't see anybody having control of all their shit like that. Whether they were in their younger days or at all. But then, if you were looking at this video long enough, uh, I should do a separate video on this, but it kind of relates in a weird way in the back of your head. You ever look at those top tens? There's different kind of top tens and stuff on YouTube. Celebrities that went broke or whatever the hell. This kind of relates in a weird way too. That if you got this far, a little bit off the subject, say if you or me was a celebrity, and how these celebrities went broke and how these celebrities have all this money or whatever too. I say it's not theirs, but the ones that went broke, this is off the subject, okay? You'd want to ask yourself one question. Say if you were looking at this and say you become celebrity with a lot of money, or I don't know, rock star, something important that had a lot of money, and then you realize that these people can get broke. I'd be thinking right off the bat, I would be thinking right ahead. Uh, I noticed bad investments, and I think if you and me were a celebrity, you don't believe anybody's shit right off the bat. If you got any kind of money by like some kind of thing, like you were a rock star or you managed to be an actor and you were paid this much for a part, well, you figure you got actors that started out, they didn't hardly get shit. Then you get a contract that if you're making a lot of money as a musician or some kind of rock star, right? Start out hardly making shit, and then all of a sudden you get this big a lot of money that you get paid. You get so much, and your promoters, everybody else who backed you, get so much shit, and you can be in debt or whatever. But okay, say you are rich, without beating around the bush here, right? All of a sudden, say you get all these different people because they know you got money. You got to be careful. Don't blow the trumpet of. Even if you came into a lot of money and won the lottery, don't blow the trumpet. Okay, somebody finds out. People would be coming out of the woodwork. You know what I mean? Oh, invest in this or tug at your heart. Say different kinds of weird charities that they say they're associated with, and actually they want the money to put in their pockets. You just throw it out. or the investment thing. My case with how some of these celebrities went broke is like, okay, they pay you all this money, you're in a contract and you fulfill your end and you get all this money, right? And everybody gets their cut. And they don't really want to pay you all that, right? And they want it back. So they can easily get their buddy somewhere in a suit, and you'd never even think that they're actually related or anything, but they are. All of a sudden, these people come there and they want to get you greedy for more money. And the being greedy for more money, and people talk very linguistically professional, no different than any kind of preacher or any person. Which, in parentheses, if you went to a church too, all of a sudden you can look any way you want and everybody would be nice to you. They want your money, but oh yeah, investment. Get their buddy said, oh yeah, make up this investment shit, and they sound very linguistically really good, and you think they really know what they're talking about. The people that actually are paying you could be like, oh, they're being greedy, right? And they didn't want to pay you all this, even though they get their cut. They want it back, so they'll send their buddy that's some kind of fake, uh, seduce you with some kind of investment shit, which is a freaking lie. And then all of a sudden, the investment, how what whether it's stock. There's all kind of classes of things, like everything from investments to in property, stock, you name it. You guys figure it out. That they totally will lie, right? But they'll uh, talk very clever linguistically to you. They want the money back, so they send their buddies there and uh, get you into it, and really talk you to death to a point where you don't have no time. Pitching all this shit, try to get you hyped up because they figure you're greedy for more money, which is a good reason uh, why you shouldn't be greedy for too much money, because that way they can bait you. So anyway, if you get rich for by any kind of means, you should actually tell certain people, get the fuck away from you, or actually have a couple of friends that are not officially like friends, but they're more like bodyguards, that they can chase people away or discourage people from coming around you. But wearing plain clothes or whatever too. But you got to be careful. Those people can be users too and take advantage of you or whatever too. But if you don't hire certain kind of people to um, keep people away from you, or even go around somewhere and pretend dress like a bum or whatever, go in some kind of church and dress like a bum and see how people treat you and see if you're but then when they find out you're rich, how people change. But yeah, fake ass investments and all that stuff. I follow this top 10 list, and it's like I'm reading between the lines there. Anyway, the videos don't exactly outright say that, but my take on it is the ones that lost all the money through shit like that are like, that was all set up. I'll say it again, even though I said it a couple times. You do get a contract and you're paid uh, a lot of money. They want it. They don't really want to pay. They want it back, so they'll send somebody, or they don't. It's not always they send somebody. Of course, you're going to get people that you blow the trumpet know what you got. They want to lure you and all that too, so they can get free money off of you and milk you for everything you got. Or somebody, a fake charity, or some group that's like a cult or whatever. Not even a legitimate religion. Even legit, you can't even trust a lot of so-called legitimate religions that are everybody wants your money or whatever too. Or but that, I think that's what it is. If they don't have control over you already, like the Britney Spears thing and all that, there's other people that did way worse. And apart from the Britney Spears subject, uh, if you're rich, there's people that want it back, or people out there that just want to take control of you for the money, and you can't even fucking trust anybody. You know what I mean?